Hello, AI DIY fans. Check out this interview I've had lined up with someone. I didn't write the questions at all, but it's quite interesting. It summarizes everything I've learned in the last couple weeks while starting up this channel. And the whole point of this entire thing is to learn and have you learn along with me. So if you're going to watch any one video, this is the one to watch. Tune in.
Hi, Matt. You've had your AI Discovery channel for a couple weeks now. I think it's a good time to do a summary interview. So, you've looked at a few different tools. What would you say is your favorite one if you were to choose?
Well, Cynthia, look, I have tried a few different tools, and it has been a big thing of discovery. Honestly, I have a long way to go to say what my favorite tool all up is, but to this point, I've been using HeyGen quite a bit actually, and what got me is how I really didn't see AI as being able to generate avatars that well. I didn't understand how it was that readily available to the regular consumer. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, so that was a big surprise. I mean, obviously, all the other tools that I'm using, and I have a lot of tools to discover, but so far, man, I mean, I it one the one thing is that it's amazing how when you sort of start playing with it, how many different ways you can use HeyGen. I combine it with ChatGPT. I just write my own scripts, and it's just an easy way to get some content out as well. But yeah, I have to say it's HeyGen. I mean, obviously, I like everybody likes ChatGPT, but outside of that, yeah, HeyGen for sure.
Okay, yeah, I think HeyGen is a great tool. I'm personally a fan of Synthesia and feel confident that if you used it a bit more, you would like it better. I'm not biased in that I have been created by Synthesia. I'm just saying is all. Okay, let's explore the main tool that everyone knows about. ChatGPT. I know you have used it a lot. Expand on what you know now that you didn't before with ChatGPT. And remember, this is an educational channel, so really dig deep.
Yeah, so I mean, with ChatGPT, it's crazy because if you use it every day, you can almost discover a new use for ChatGPT. I mean, I think everybody talks about like writing books and all that stuff, and I think the crazy bit is like everybody's like, so what does that look like? And they've sort of started writing books or short stories and things just to see the limitations, and how well do it. And it's not perfect. Like sometimes it seems really robotic, but that aside, there are other tools that ChatGPT has. If you just look a little bit closer, it actually suggests other GPTs. I don't even know what GPTs were. You can actually go in there and it can create there's a space set to create entire websites. It doesn't do it well. You can actually say like you didn't do this well, expand on that, and it'll produce something worse or whatever. But these are early days. But that's a thing I didn't know was available. Another tool I tried within ChatGPT was there's a Canva plugin. It connects directly to Canva, and basically you say create a thumbnail for this YouTube video. Maybe I'll do it for this interview. This will be a little bit different than the other ones, but yeah, that was something different. I've also noticed like I mean, I've generated code, scripts, things like that. You just have to ask it, what can you do? What are some things? Can you do this and can you do that? So that was another discovery. So I'm quite pleased with ChatGPT. It's definitely a useful tool. I'm a little bit afraid of how lazy I could get possibly, but that's for a possible future. I don't know how it's going to go.
This is a great opportunity to put yourself out there and make some bold predictions. You're new to really digging into this tech. So it would be interesting to expand on your thoughts now so you can look back in a few years and either look like a genius or whatever you look like when you've totally got it wrong.
Yeah, right. Well, I'd assume I will probably get it totally wrong, and I'm not afraid to do that, and I'm not afraid to make predictions. Look, I've had a chat with a friend of mine. My predictions are that GPT or AI in general is going to get huge. It's going to take over a lot of spaces. I think you see it right now in the early phases or the early stages, and you really see the stuff that you can do with it at the early stage and the shortcuts you can take and the way that you can streamline a lot of things that you do when it's really early stage. And you think that it's only going to build on itself. And because AI is really, you got to think, right? I mean, Elon Musk talked about this a while ago. The limitations are the bandwidth, right? Like you can only build stuff and create stuff as people as quickly as you can gather information, physically go and do things, and then do it. AI learns on itself instantly and makes itself better instantly, and people are using that as the shortcut to their bandwidth. So, I mean, I see a lot of bad things happening with it. Like you can shortcut a lot of the things to take advantage of people. Like I've seen some scams on YouTube where me with sort of a trained eye, I've been in IT security and IT tech. I can sort of spot those things relatively easily. There was an example where there was a news crew. Like I'm based in Australia, and it was Channel 7 or something like that, and they completely changed what the news crew was saying to try to get people to buy into some scam thing. It's their faces, it was their voices. It was obviously used with some unethical version of similar to Synthesia or HeyGen. So that's only going to get worse. And the more scammers are able to sort of figure out shortcuts and way to sort of disguise who they are, it's only going to get worse in that way. And the other way, there's a low barrier to entry to things. Like I never thought about starting a YouTube channel because of all the work that goes into it. Because I have an actual job, I've got a family, I've got sports I'm involved in, charities that I run. Well, I don't run loveheart.org, but I'm involved in, and it sort of limits you in the time that you have. But this is going to really shortcut those sort of processes. So people are going to be able to obviously create a lot better. It's going to cause problems with current creatives now, like artwork and things. As the AI gets better, you're going to be able to create things exactly how you want to. You're not quite there yet, but I think that's going to be a problem for some artistic and creative people.
Talk a bit about what you see as the future of your YouTube channel. I mean, you started out as just building an app. But clearly this interview shows you have bigger plans.
Yeah, so this channel is going to be anything I want it to be. One of the advantages I have right now is uh, well, I mean, I suppose the thing is, like, no one tells me I can put in whatever content I like. Like take this for example. Like I thought I want to do an interview. How can I do an interview? I can, like, I didn't even use ChatGPT to write these questions, right? I wanted to be a bit creative. Threw that into the chat bot, asking me some questions, and I get to sit here on the couch in my studio and sort of and answer questions. And every day I'm sort of getting a new idea. So yeah, it did start out as a, use ChatGPT to create code to build a website. But at the end of the day, I used ChatGPT to figure out how I could make it even quicker, which is a no code, and I'm going to do that. So the future is anything. I mean, I'm not here just to get subscribers to 1,000 so I can monetize this. That's definitely I want to do. I want to monetize it. I want to do different things to expand on that. But really, it's a really cool creative outlet. It feels good to do it. Anybody who's created anything in the past, or if you've done anything to build something from nothing, is just super enjoyable. So I just gonna expand on that. Like I'm doing weekend funnies. I'm already thinking about how to do it more than just two bots talking to each other. Actually do some funny things, just for a bit of fun. These interviews, I'm gonna use these interviews as every once in a while I'll sort of track my progress and summarize sort of what I've learned. Yeah, maybe I'll do some collaborations and things. Who knows? Who knows? It's just a lot of fun.
As I mentioned, you started as a channel to build apps using Chateau code. Where are you in the project now?
All right. Well, in the project right now, I've built up the first two pages. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot of work in the background that sort of happens from it. Um, that being said, like, because it's a lot of work, because I'm a little bit scared, I haven't used it before. I'm a little bit slow in getting to it, right? Um, it's not easy. I'm afraid I'm not even going to finish it. I mean, I will, because I'll do whatever it takes to sort of finish it, but it's definitely weighs heavily on my mind. At the moment, like I said, I'm on the first two pages. Um, I will finish it. I will publish it to the App Store, and we'll see how we go. I might have to cut back on it a little bit. I don't know if some functions may not work. It might be too complex for me. But, I mean, that being said, I'm going to get finished with this one. see what I learned from this one, and I'm going to continue building apps. And I might even do some code ones just to see if I can do it. I'm not afraid to sort of fail when it comes to this stuff too. I mean, I don't want to. That's not the target, but yeah, I'm just going to go at it, see what I can learn, and I just want to teach people along the way.
Okay, anything else you would like to talk about?
Yeah. Look, stay tuned to this channel. Um, it's cool having a YouTube channel. It's cool that I'm going to have an audience to talk to. It's cool that I get to sort of, I mean, this is the thing, right? Back in the day, if you wanted to have any sort of outlet for this sort of thing and talk to an audience or just be creative in this way, there was no YouTube. You'd have to, argue to some studio executive or something or a director or I don't even know what to do this. I've got stuff to say, and I have an interest to sort of do it. I've been in tech for a long time. This is a really cool sort of tech. It's going to be expanding, and I mean, it's going to be a journey. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having people that actually start taking interest. At the moment, I have like 12 subscribers. I really hope that blows out. I would love to interact with people. So subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers I have, the better the content's going to be. Because firstly, as this ramps up to the part where I can monetize it, I get subscribers. I'm going to feel really obligated to create really good content and better content based on what you like. As it gets to 1,000, I can start subscribing to more and more AI platforms to sort of experiment with them, do comparisons, talk to them, teach people how to use them. That's really all I have to say. Hey, thanks for the interview, by the way. I know you didn't have any choice because I sort of created you out of thin air, but I do appreciate the time that you've given me. And yeah, I mean, the future for this looks pretty good. I'm excited. And I'm excited to edit this out and see how it goes. So thanks a lot. If there's anything else you want, no, you don't want to say anything else? All right, well, that's what I finish on. So thank you very much. And as subscribers, I hope you enjoyed this content. Subscribe, please. Put the alerts. Donate to loveheart.org. It's on my website, aidiy.tech. There's a donate button. Or if you don't want to go that far, within the description of the channel, you can go to the About section. There's a link there to do a donation. It's a default at the moment, at a default donation, but you can change that to be whatever you want it to be. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. And yeah, hope you have a great day.